Hello everyone and welcome to our channel. Today we'll be trying out Shadow Charizard in the open Ultra League. Shadow Charizard is extremely glassy but it hits like a truck and we managed to get some incredible wins with it. If you like our content, be sure to follow us for more. And now, let's get into these matches. Moving into the first match, we have a neutral lead against Talonflame. I'd like to stay in this matchup and wait for them to throw their Brave Bird and then I'll go for my Dragon Claw. They immediately save some into Walden and I'm going straight for the Blast Burn. Do they respect it? Unfortunately, they do, and we catch the Icicle Spear onto our own Walden. For the Dragon Breath damage, they are very close to an Earthquake range and we can tank their Earthquake pretty easily. I'll overform just by a bit and then go for the Earthquake and then go for the Icicle Spear to take out the Walden. They bring back the Talonflame and they are loading up on energy. I go for the Icicle Spear, hoping to take it out. We reach another Icicle Spear and this should be getting the shield or taking out the Talonflame. And they have a Trevenant in the back and this game is over. I'll bring in the Charizard to get their final shield and force them to throw their energy. And from here I can just bring the Trevenant and my opponent quits the match. Moving into the next match, we have a neutral lead against Crafty. Even though the counters are resisted, Shadow Charizard is very glassy and a foul play will do big damage. They bring in a Cresselia and I'm going for the Dragon Claw bait. And we get the shield. And now I can bring my Trevenant. We can tank any one move and they are running Future Sight. And this makes this matchup a bit hard for us. After overfarming by a bit, I'll go for the Shadow Ball and it almost takes them out and they reach a last second Future Sight. Future Sight takes out the Trevenant. I'll bring in the Charizard to farm down the Cresselia. And they have a Talonflame in the back and we still have hope. I'll wait for them to throw their Brave Bird and which they do. And they bring in the Scrafty. I'm going straight for the Blast Burn and they shield it. But we reach another Blast Burn. Shadow Blast Burn one-shots the Scrafty. And they have a very low health Talonflame. Dragon Claw should put it in a farm down range for the Walden. And from here, our opponent quits the match. Moving into the next match, we have a positive lead against Giratina. Our whole team has very good matchups against it, so I can easily align it to any one of it. They bring in a Tapu Fini, and we have a perfect response in the form of Trevenant. I will overfarm significantly and then go for the Seed Bomb. The second Seed Bomb takes out the Tapu Fini, and they bring back the Giratina. We force them to throw their energy, and we reach a Seed Bomb, and we get the shield. And this is huge for us. Now I can bring in the Walden and we can go for the Icicle Spear just before they reach the move. It almost takes out the Giratina and they have a Registeel in the back. But we have two shields and hopefully we can clutch this out. I'll go for the Earthquake and they let it go. We'll shield up the Focus Blast and try to take their second shield. I go for the Earthquake and at this point our opponent quits the match. Moving into the next match, we have a neutral lead against Crafty. They switch out to Nidoqueen. I'll go for the Dragon Claw bait when we get the shield, and now I'll bring in the Walden. Walden has pretty good matchup against the Nidoqueen, and even if they debuff me, they cannot go for the Earth Power to take us out. I'll significantly overfarm, and here I make a mistake or overfarming by a lot, and then I have to give up my first shield, which is definitely not ideal. They bring back the Scrafty and I try to go for the Earthquake, but I instead place the Icicle Spear and we die with lot of energy. At this point, this game is looking pretty rough for us. They have a shield advantage and as well as a full mon, which I don't know. I try to farm them down, but they reach another foul play and take us out. They have a Mewtwo in the back and suddenly we have hope. Side Strike doesn't KO from the defense Mewtwo and we will overform by a lot. I'll go for the Shadow Ball. Our opponent tries to call the bait, but they get one-shotted and we win the match. Moving into the next match, we have a positive lead against Cresselia. And they safe switch into Gengar. Catch the move onto Walrein. Hopefully this is a Shadow Punch, but they instead Shadow Ball me. I'll go for the Icicle Spear to either take them out or get their final shield, which we are able to do. They bring back the Cresselia and they are loading up on energy. I force them to throw their energy, and then I'll bring in my Trevenant. From here, Trevenant has pretty good matchup in event shield scenario. I'll shield up the Moonblast as it will do a lot of damage, and then I'll go for the Shadow Ball. Shadow Ball takes out the Cresselia and they have a Swampert in the back, and this game is over. I'll go for back-to-back Seed Bombs, and then I'll bring in my Charizard. Shadow Blast Burn takes out the Swampert and we win the match. Moving into the final match, we have a neutral lead against this Cavalier. Dragon Breath Charizard has a pretty neutral matchup, especially if they are running Aerial Ace. I call the bait and it is a drill run, and then I'll go for the Dragon Claw bait myself. We get the shield, and now I can safely shield this and then go for my Blast Burn. I go for a risky bait again and it doesn't pay off, but we are still able to farm them down. In the back, they have a Regirock. From here, I'll bring in the Trevenant, and with the shield, this should be a very good matchup for us. I'll shield up the Stone Edge as it will do big damage, and then I'll go for the Seed Bomb myself. They try to catch the Shadow Ball onto Scrafty, but we hold on to our energy, and I'll go for the Seed Bomb spam myself. I bring in the Walrein to force them to throw their energy. We can tank this foul play as well, and then go for the Earthquake straight. Earthquake takes out the Scrafty. Regirock is loaded, but we win CMP again with the Trevenant. Seed Bomb takes out the Regirock and we win the match. I had a ton of fun running this team with Shadow Charizard. You can definitely run this team during this Go Battle weekend, even if you don't have the Shadow one. Anyways, thank you for watching and I will see you on the next one.